I don't think that most people are afraid of failure. I think that most people are afraid of being seen. What does it mean to be authentically you? To show up as your 100% authentic self? Can you? Do you feel like the people that are behind you give you the respect to show up as who you desire to be? Every day is a new day, a new decision, a new chance that you either get to bring out the princess in you, the goddess, or the Cinderella. I don't just mean that as cleaning. I mean that is the energy that you bring. And if you're a man watching this, it can be used in a male perspective. I'm trying to think of the prince. I don't know his name off Cinderella, so I can't give you that metaphor. But you have to feed the person that you want to become and allow yourself to be who you want to be. And if the people that are in your corner are not supporting you with that, then sometimes you have to release people. You have to let them go lovingly so that you can step into your true, authentic self. Today, as I listen to the rain and I just reflect on my life and where I've come these last few months, these last few years, God has been so good. But what's been beautiful is to see myself blossom. I'm not the same woman I was a year ago. Just maybe like you on the other side of this camera, you might have changed also. You have to change. It's inevitable. No matter what, you're going to change. Seasons are going to change. It's going to force you to change. People will pass away. People that you've loved and never thought would go will be gone one day. And everything changes. So the reason that I'm stepping on here today to record this video is to let you guys know that we only have a short time on this earth, and it's really important to be your 100% authentic self. And sometimes, especially as women, we get shamed into submission, that we're supposed to act or dress a certain way, that if we wear certain things, that it might be too feminine and we might attract the wrong attention. Or if we dress some other certain way, we might be too masculine. I think that women have lost their identity and their femininity. Do you agree? Do you think that women still carry themselves the same way that they did 20, 30 years ago? My grandma used to always wear high heels and little skirts with the matching blazers and just always presented herself to a T like a lady. Women have really stopped that, and it's such a masculinity world that we're living in now, because women have had to be masculine to fill roles, you know, a mother, a father. Masculinity comes in many different forms, but when a woman has to provide for themselves, a lot of times those masculine traits will come out. So I didn't know this video was going to end up going about femininity, but ideally that's been what has brought me to this point right here and making this video for you. 3 years ago, I always loved to do makeup and present myself. I always carried myself well like that, but I kind of stopped investing and connecting with myself. I stopped dancing in the rain. I stopped watching the moon at night. I stopped caring about myself fully the way that I desire somebody else to care about me. So this last year especially, I have recreated my life because I want to leave a different legacy for my children. We lost my dad 2 years ago, and it made me totally change my entire perspective on life, and my life in general has completely changed from 2 years ago when my dad decided to take his life at our home. I'm not the same person anymore, and one of the most beautiful things that has come out of that tragedy is the reflection that I'm able to reflect back into the world of myself. It was so muted and tamed for so long, and even my sexual identity. You're made to be shamed for sharing different parts of yourself, and I think God gave us these bodies as it's an art, it's an expression. I've slowed down and stopped just to listen to the rain more. I feel connected to myself. My name is Kalie, right? But you know my stage name on here is Goddess Kalie. And for me, if you've researched that at all, what a goddess is, especially Goddess Kalie, it's darkness and light. She brings light to the darkness and basically magnifies and illuminates, even if it is dark. And Ucky, that's Icky, she illuminates light on that so that it can be corrected. And that's been so beautiful that that's the name that I chose to go with, because I've stepped into my goddess era. If you watch videos from me 2 years ago, I don't have the same aura. I'm not as magnetic because my light wasn't charged properly. I was giving and giving and giving and doing and serving at church and just continuously pouring out, but my cup wasn't overflowing because I never really took the time for myself. I would get my nails done occasionally and my hair and things like that, but that's maintenance. Kevin Gates says that's just maintenance in one of his songs. It's just maintenance. Actually, it wasn't a song, it was one of his reels. Which, if you've never listened to Kevin Gates' motivational stuff, it's really good. He speaks to the heart. Anyways, to cut this video short, step into who you are called to be. And if you are a man watching this, please, for the love of God, step into your masculinity. Step into the lumberjack man that used to be in the backyard, chopping wood with his axe and his flannel. Like, step into your masculinity, for the love of God. Men have lost that. Men have lost the dirt on their fingers, the hard-working hands. Men have lost that. There's still a few out there, but to be a woman that's feminine, we need men to step up and be masculine so that we can step into our femininity. And the more that I know that I'm taken care of and that everything's okay, I love these new things, by the way. The more that I can step into my femininity as the goddess that I am, that God has called me to be. Be the light. Be the light that shineth in the dark. You never know what your presence might bring. You might be the only light that somebody ever sees. You might be the reason that somebody stops from doing something really bad to themselves. You might protect somebody's peace. You might be the light that illuminates somebody back on the path to righteousness. What is righteousness? What's the definition of righteousness? The quality of being morally right or justifiable. Well, I'm not sure if that's the right word that I was looking for. However, step into your power. Step into the man that God has called you to be. Step into the woman that God has called you to be. And let your light shine. Because maybe, just maybe, you are the only light that somebody will ever see. Bye, angels.